Uh,
1 second. See, you have to start again. There was some problem.
Yes, go ahead now.
so how does it feel to be a captain of all the three formats?
No, obviously, it's a huge honor, and it's obviously the great feeling to be captaining India in all three forms. Obviously, I I mean, I have a lot of challenges to look forward to now. Once the opportunity came through, I was glad and very happy to be captaining the team. We've got a solid bunch of guys, so looking forward to lead them on the park and see what we can create on the field.
Yes, Niharika.
Good afternoon, Skipper. My question for you is, how does having Jasprit Bumrah, a bowler, as the vice captain, enrich your on-field decision making? Does it ease your work having a bowler as your deputy?
I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter too much whether it's a batter or a bowler being the vice captain. It's the mind that matters of that individual, and I think Jasprit Bumrah has a great mind of the game. I've seen it closely. So honestly, yes, it's a uh, good way for him to step into the leadership role now. For him, he obviously has taken his game to the next level. I'm sure he wants to continue to do that even further. But this is only going to add and get him more confident in whatever he wants to do on the field. So yeah, it's nice to have him as the vice captain of the team of this particular series. So let's hope everything works out pretty well because I know him closely and I talk to him a lot about cricket, and I do understand what sort of cricketing brain he has. So yeah, it's nice to have him there in that role.
Vinayak.
Hi, Rohit. Congrats on becoming the captain in all formats. My question to you is about Sanju Samson's comeback into the T20 side. How do you see his role in the middle order? Do you have like a vision for the kind of cricket you want him to play? Do you see him as part of the core group going forward to the World Cup? And also, just an update on Siraj if he's available.
Of course, he's available for selection, definitely. That's Siraj. Speaking of Samson, I think that guy has got talent, man. Like whenever we've seen him bat in IPL and all of that, he's just produced an innings where everyone goes over the moon watching that inning. So he's got the skill set to succeed. Now that is the whole point about this sport. A lot of people have skill set, a lot of people have talent, but it's how you utilize them is the most critical part. And I think it's up to Sanju now to understand how we want to utilize his talent and how he can maximize. Because as a team management, we see a lot of potential, we see a lot of talent, and we see a lot of match winning abilities in that individual. So I hope we give him that confidence. When he gets playing for us, whenever he gets an opportunity, I hope he understands that. And definitely, he's definitely into the consideration, which is why he's part of this team. Um, so yeah, and his back foot play is superb. Some of the shots you must have seen during IPL. The pickup pull, the cut shots, standing and delivering over bowler's head. So those kind of shots are not easy to play. And I believe when you go to Australia, you need those kind of shot making ability, and Samson does definitely has it in him. I just wish him the best and hope that he utilizes his potential to the maximum.
Yes, Kushan Sarkar now.
Yeah. Hi, Rohit. Just wanted to ask you, with so many matches, like 20 odd T20, there are test matches now. You're captaining 3 formats, IPL and then World T20, which is the main tournament this year. How do you plan to manage your workload? And at the same time, Chetan Sharma said that he wants you to groom possibly a vice captain. How do you do that? You have a lot of, you're a batsman, you're thinking about the team as a captain, and then he's saying about grooming. So how does this process work for you?
I mean, see, I'm very clear in my mind as to how I want to take this forward. Obviously, managing the workload, not just me, but everyone will be the key moving forward. We've already seen a lot of injuries within our squad, so we just have to be very careful as to what we do with individuals, and how we rotate them, how we give them that break time that they need from the game. So we are trying to manage that. We are trying to put a roadmap, on the sidelines as to how we want to move forward. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, at the moment there's no issues. I'm looking forward to play all the games, and the workload always depends on what happens thereafter. And you take day by day and understand what you need to do. And if there is an opportunity for you to take a break, you will take a break and let someone get in and see if we can, look and see how the other guy who can fill in, what sort of potential he has as well. So those are the things. But at the moment, it seems to be okay. And speaking of, grooming the other guys, I think. See, I won't have that much of a role of, telling them each and everything. Obviously, they all are mature cricketers, but it's just, someone needs to be there around, to help them, guide them in difficult situation. And, I'll be more than happy to do that. That is how we've grown up. We have come into the ranks of becoming captain. We were groomed by someone else. So it's a process. It's a natural process. Everyone goes through this, and we are no different here. We are the same. So yeah, and if you talk of Bumrah, KL, Pant, all these guys, they have a role to play, a big role to play in India's success. So at the same time, they're looked upon as the leaders as well. So yep, they do understand what they need to do as individuals, and at the same time, they do understand, there is a responsibility on their shoulder. But again, we don't want to put any pressure on, these guys. They are very critical to us. At the moment, we just want them to enjoy their game, come out freely, and execute your skills.
We'll be taking last few questions now. G, which one?
Yeah, can you hear me now? The other day, there was some problem.
Yes,
Very much.
Yeah. Rohit, the Ranji Trophy has started. There has been some pretty bright performances in the first round. The second round is going to start very soon. The test match squads have been announced, not much of test cricket this year. So what will you tell these batsmen, especially Sarfaraz Khan, Yashdul, Shah Rukh Khan? They have all got brilliant hundreds in the first round. What would you tell them? You have come through the system.
All I can tell them is keep scoring runs, and the opportunity will arise, as it has for Vihari and Shreyas Iyer, Shubman Gill, and all those guys who are part of the test team now. A lot of these guys, I know, you got to keep scoring runs. You got to keep your head down and keep doing your job. That is all I can tell them at the moment, and that is all we can expect them also to do. And if there will be a time, the opportunity will arise. Pretty sure that they'll be also focusing on getting more and more runs rather than worrying about if I'm getting selected or not and things like that. I think a lot of things depend on what sort of combination we have at the moment in our particular squad right now, and what pitches we are playing on, what are the opposition, and things like that. So a lot of selection depends on that as well, moving forward. But like you clearly said, there are only 3 test matches at the moment. For the 2 test matches, we've announced the team, and there's 1 test match which will be played in England. So we'll see about England later, but of course the team is announced for this one now. So yeah, we'll look to do well in these two, and all these guys who've got an opportunity to play Ranji Trophy. I'm very happy that they at least got to play Ranji Trophy, which is the most critical from their perspective. And I hope we see more and more performances in the next two games as well.
Thank you very much, Rohit. Thank you very much.
One final question in English and then two in Hindi. One is from Sayak Banerjee. It's on chat. It says, is Surya Kumar Yadav's injury any kind of a setback for the team?
Yeah, look, Surya's injury obviously is a setback. He was in great form, as you saw in the last series. He was man of the series. So obviously it's a setback. But again, there are so many players, so many guys who are waiting here to get an opportunity. I'm more than happy for them to come in and fill in. At the same time, I'm a little sad for Surya because he was in such a great form, and I'm sure he wanted to carry on his great form further. But the injuries you can't really help. It was a freak injury. He was standing in the slips. Got hit on his thumb. So, I mean, those things you can't control. It happens. But I wish him a quick recovery and he comes back soon. But at the same time, there are a few guys in the squad who are waiting to get an opportunity. I'll be really happy for them to come in and, get the job done for the team.
Ravish wished and then final one to Sunandan Lele.
Hi Rohit, good afternoon. कैसे हैं आप?
बढ़िया.
रोहित, मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा था, जैसे हमने इंडिया वर्सेस वेस्ट इंडीज सीरीज में भी देखा था, आपने कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट करे थे, यू केम इन द मिडिल ऑर्डर, तो क्या ये सिर्फ एक्सपेरिमेंट है या आप ऐसा सोच भी रहे हैं भविष्य के लिए कि कभी जरूरत पड़ेगी तो आप मिडिल ऑर्डर में भी खेलेंगे, स्पेशली इन द T20?
अभी तो ऐसा कुछ सोच नहीं रहा हूँ मैं, बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू गिव दिस गाइज वो जगह पे वो खेलते हैं अपने स्टेट के लिए, अपने फ्रेंचाइजी के लिए, तो मुझे उस जगह पे उनको खिलाना था. इससे आगे मैंने कुछ सोचा नहीं है अभी, और सोचना भी नहीं पसंद करूंगा. आई थिंक वो प्रेजेंट में रहना बहुत जरूरी है हमारे लिए. मैं बिलीव करता हूँ कि आप प्रेजेंट में जितना रहोगे उतना आपके लिए फायदा है, टीम के लिए फायदा है. तो प्रेजेंट में अभी प्रेजेंट में है हम, आज हमें क्या करने की जरूरत है, किस चीज को सुधारने की जरूरत है, किस चीज में हम इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं और क्या कर सकते हैं एज ए टीम, मैं वो सोच रहा हूँ. मैं वर्ल्ड कप का इतना मतलब प्लानिंग एक नजर है वर्ल्ड कप पर, बट वी कांट, अभी से हम नहीं ज्यादा सोच सकते हैं उस चीज के बारे में, क्योंकि अभी हमारे सामने काफी मैचेस है. अगर हम उतना आगे का सोचेंगे तो यहाँ क्या करना है वही भूल जाएंगे. तो हमें बहुत जरूरी है कि प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन में फोकस करें, और बट प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन में जो भी आई थिंक मुझे जो लगता है कि मैं कर सकता हूँ, आई विल ट्राई एंड डू दैट.
फाइनल वन, सुनंदन लेले, काइंडली आस्क योर क्वेश्चन इधर इन हिंदी और इंग्लिश.
रोहित, टीम में सीनियर प्लेयर होते हैं जिनका अनुभव बड़ा रहता है, बहुत साल वो खेले हुए रहते हैं, लेकिन खराब फॉर्म हो या इंजरी हो, उसके कारण उनको बाहर जाना पड़ता है और नए खिलाड़ी को संधि मिलती है. तो चाहे बिश्नोई हो, ऋतुराज हो, वेंकटेश अय्यर हो या सिराज को हमने ऑस्ट्रेलिया में देखा, ये जब देखने को मिलता है कि इनमें कितना दम है, तो क्या ये अच्छी बात है इंडियन टीम के लिए कि चाहे सीनियर प्लेयर को कुछ भी हो जाए, चाहे फॉर्म का प्रॉब्लम हो, चाहे इंजरी का प्रॉब्लम हो, लेकिन सेकंड रैंक एक बहुत क्या बोलते हैं कि हार्टनिंग है इन सबको देखते हुए खेलना?
हार्टनिंग बिल्कुल है, बट मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि कोई प्लेयर इंजर्ड हो और सीनियर प्लेयर इंजर्ड हो और उसकी जगह पे यंग बंदे को मौका मिले और उसको हमें देखने का मौका मिले. मैं कभी नहीं चाहता हूँ कि ऐसा हो, क्योंकि मैं खुद काफी इंजरीज से गया हूँ और मुझे पता है कि इंजरीज से जाना कितना डिफिकल्ट है. उसके बाद आप कम बैक करते हो तो आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आप कोई नए दुनिया में आ गए हो, आपको एकदम जीरो से स्टार्ट करना पड़ता है. तो इतना आसान नहीं होता है इंजरी से आकर खेलना. तो मैं समझता हूँ कि इंजरी किसी को ना हो और जैसी टीम है वैसी चलती रहे, रोटेशन होता रहे टीम में. मैं वो होप करता हूँ कि हम रोटेट करते रहे प्लेयर्स को, क्योंकि हमने देखा है कि काफी मैचेस है, काफी सारे गेम्स है, तो लड़कों को एक गेम से दूर रखना भी हमें जरूरी है. उनका माइंड फ्रेश रखने के लिए हमें जो करने पड़ेंगे वो हमें करने पड़ेंगे. तो वो हो, मैं होप करता हूँ, बट इंजरी किसी को हो ना हो. आई रियली होप दैट. तो नए लड़कों को हमें देखने का मौका भी मिल जाएगा, और जब जो प्लेयर्स को हम रोटेट कर रहे हैं वो वापस भी आ सकते हैं। तो आई होप कि वैसा सिलसिला जारी रहे, ना कोई इंजर्ड हो।
That is it. Thank you, Captain.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.